Welcome to a new video from Mindful Living Guide. Today we talk about excessive love bombing by narcissists. Love bombing is the nice part of a relationship with a narcissist. It's where they're idealizing you. They're putting you on a pedestal. But if you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, I'm guessing you have. If you're here, you know that phase. It doesn't last long. And what follows is just pure misery. There's going to be some intermittent reinforcement sprinkled in here and there. But ultimately, it is not good. And it all begins with love bombing. So in this video, we're going to talk about what love bombing is, what it looks like in a relationship, and how you can avoid it in the future. Stay tuned. Love bombing is one of the 3 stages of a relationship that you might have with a narcissist. And those 3 stages are love bombing or idealization, devaluing and discarding. There's a lot we can say about all these stages, but today we're focused just on the love bombing part. So love bombing is a really tricky technique because it can feel so genuine. Especially if you're dealing with a true narcissist, it can feel very genuine. It feels like this person really just wants nothing more than to be with you. It can feel like you've just met your soulmate. And it's also easy to confuse with a normal honeymoon phase or honeymoon period in the beginning of any normal relationship. So that's why I think it's so important to talk about this here, because there are actually differences between what goes on in a normal relationship, which is always best in the beginning. People are always looking at each other through rose-colored glasses in the beginning. But with a narcissist and with love bombing, it always falls apart because what follows is devaluing and oftentimes discarding. So the term love bombing is one of the terms that is used to describe this phase of a relationship with a narcissist. Why do narcissists do this? Why do narcissists shower love on someone in the first place? As far as we know, narcissists think they're above everything. Why do they make you feel like you're on a pedestal, like you're special at the beginning of a relationship? And for most narcissists, it's because they actually think you are special, at least at first. There are actually some signs you can recognize early on. Sometimes they're subtle, sometimes they're direct. In any case, they're manipulative and sometimes difficult to detect. So we look out for over-the-top compliments, quick I love yous, and committed relationships like engagements or moving in together before you even know each other. These people might devote every second to you, making you wonder if they even had a life before you met them. Another big problem is feigning interest in the things you care about. So if you notice someone faking or exaggerating their interest in something you're interested in, that's a warning sign of love bombing. And the second point I want to address about the love bombing phase concerns the soulmate or twin flame connection. If you feel this early on, it's a big red flag because things are moving fast and furiously, and that's how it's supposed to feel. That's what love bombing is supposed to feel like. It's supposed to feel like a soulmate or twin flame connection, so that you have no doubt that this person is the right one for you. But when you slow down and start paying attention, you notice that this connection is starting to fall apart a bit. And with that, I'm saying that it might be good for many of us to rethink the idea of soulmates or twin flames as an overly romanticized notion. As soon as you have your first argument with a narcissist, they will attack you mercilessly, twisting your words and blaming you for everything. Is this how a soulmate behaves? One who is empathetic and supposedly knows and understands your innermost being? Someone who truly loves wants their partner to be happy. Even in moments of argument, you should treat your partner with respect. But what happens if you've already been convinced that the narcissist is your soulmate? Then you want to recreate that wonderful feeling you had in the beginning. And this is where the spiral of emotional dependence begins. You lose yourself more and more to continue pleasing the narcissist, to continue receiving what they gave you during the love bombing phase. Because of course that felt wonderful, but this is exactly where you have to be careful. When the illusion breaks, when the narcissist shows his true ugly face during the first argument, alarm bells should start ringing. But why do narcissists do this, you ask? The answer is simple. Narcissists are playing a game, the game of power. They wear a mask and hide their true selves. But no one can hide their true self forever. That's why right at the beginning of a relationship, with love bombing, they must charm their chosen partner and make them dependent on them. This is the only way they can ensure that their partner stays with them. Unfortunately, this works very well, and most people don't realize it until it's too late, or they never realize it at all. So stay mindful, stay true to your values, and have the strength to get out in time before it's too late. You deserve a better life. Check out my other motivational videos to work on your self-confidence and becoming a better version of yourself. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.